These compounds corresponding to general formula CXH2OY, but not carbohydrates in nature. So, nowadays carbohydrates are defined as the optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones or substances which yields these compounds on hydrolysis. Carbohydrates are widely distributed in plants and animals. They serve as a source of energy, for example sugar, and also as store of energy, for example starch and glycogen. Certain carbohydrates like cellulose support the plant tissues, while some others like chitin forms the major constituents of the shells of carps and lobsters. In addition to this uses of carbohydrates, there are various other important contributions of carbohydrates, like sugar make fruits sweet and yields alcohol on fermentation. Cellulosic materials such as cotton, linen, jute, straw, grass, wood, etc. supply cloths, paper, fuel, plastics, lacquers, paints and explosives. Ribose and deoxyribose aldopentoses are components of nucleic acids, RNA, ribonucleic acids, and DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which determine the human heredity. Carbohydrates also constitute the starting material for the biological synthesis of other types of compounds in the body, such as fatty acids and certain amino acids. It must be noted here that the ultimate source of all carbohydrates in plants, which builds up them from carbon dioxide and waters by photosynthesis. The reaction is XCO2 plus XH2O in presence of light and chlorophyll. It gives CH2OX plus NO2. The test for carbohydrates, the Molish test. Carbohydrate, when treated with Molish reagent, the Molish reagent is the 1% alcoholic solution of alpha naphthol, in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, form violet ring. The names of the simpler carbohydrates end in O's. Those having aldehyde groups are named as aldose, while those having ketonic group are named as ketoses. The number of carbon atoms in the molecules is indicated by a Greek prefix. Alternatively, carbohydrates may be classified into two broad groups, sugars and non-sugars, that is polysaccharides. First, sugars. Sugars are sweet, crystalline substances and soluble in water. Their molecular weights are known and fixed for a particular compound. They are subdivided into several groups. Monosaccharides. The monosaccharides are optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones which cannot be hydrolyzed further to simpler sugars. They may again be classified according to the type of carbonyl group and the number of carbon atoms in the molecules. The type of carbonyl group: aldoses having aldehyde group, ketoses having ketonic group. The number of carbon atoms: aldo, keto, trioses having 3 carbon atoms, aldo, keto, tetroses having 4 carbon atoms, aldo, keto, pentoses having 5 carbon atoms, aldo, keto, hexoses having 6 carbon atoms, aldoketoheptoses having 7 carbon atoms. Ribose, arabinose, aldopentoses, glucose, mannose, galactose, that is aldohexoses, and fructose, that is ketohexoses, are important examples of monosaccharides.